The birds are singing. It's a good day outside. What's the plan?
Well, we have a electric seed thrower because last year we used a stupid little home one that you turn and it gets jammed up and it's So Tony said, hey, why don't you buy an electric one so we don't have to like end up hand throwing it because the stupid little seed spreader we've been using for the last 2 years don't work. So we purchased one from Tractor Supply and we're going to show you how to put this thing together. Okay, so this is the package that we received from Tractor Supply. I think we paid $329 for this. This is a metal powder coated 12 volt DC seed thrower, and it also comes with a remote control, so it's a wireless remote. So we're gonna open this box. Got a box inside of a box here. Voila! This is what we got. We got the Boss Buck ATV feeder and seeder. This will be able to use behind a truck, behind our UTV, or I can even put an adapter on my tractor and run it on the tractor. So let's open this up and see what she looks like inside. That part's jumping out at me here. Thank you, sweetheart. All right, so this has got your wire leads with the fuse on here that connect to your battery, and then, which are these two, and then this one right here I think connects to the controls, but we'll find all that out. There should be some more parts. We have a nice little rubber latch here. Yes, we have more parts inside. There's the motor and thrower assembly. That looks like your hitch receiver. I'd say that's definitely the hitch receiver bracket. Power plug adapter. This looks like so it can plug into your trailer lights. Hardware. Clark Griswold. You know, you know. All right, and then we got a little remote control with the battery right here. And oh, cute little antenna. Look at that. So this is how you activate it, just green for go and red for stop, I'm assuming, and a battery. Again, this is a Boss Buck non-typical 12 volt hitch mounted seed thrower or fertilizer thrower, or you can use it to throw corn. For tools on this project, I've got my impact driver here that I'm going to use. I have a 17 millimeter socket. Also have the infamous 10 millimeter socket.
Why is it infamous?
Because everybody loses them because they're pretty popular.
Oh, gotcha.
All right. I've got my ratchet, which I'm hoping not to need because I'll use this, but I got it out just in case. And I don't have a 17 millimeter end wrench out here, so I got the handy dandy adjustable wrench. And this comes in handy if I get frustrated and need to throw something because it'll fly a long ways. So I have that. And I've got all my hardware laid out. The first step in the instructions is to put the receiver bracket on this uprighty doohickey dilly whopper right here. And that's a technical term when you don't know what it's really called. So you're going to take your long bolts. You have 2 long bolts and you have a lock nut. The lock nut's the blue ring in there. I'm going to take this and put a washer on there. We're going to slide it through the hole here. Put another washer on. Let's get this lock nut started. Voila. we're gonna go ahead and get the other one started through. Just for aesthetics, we're gonna make sure they're facing the same way. And that's what not to do. Just showing you. You need to put the washer on there first, and then you can slide it through. So that was a practice run. Just testing you all to see if you could catch me there. Got it. I'm gonna put another washer on there. One more lock nut. All right, now we're gonna take our 17 millimeter, snap it on there. We're gonna take our handy dandy adjustable wrench here, and we're gonna adjust that down to fit. Really need a deep impact. I don't have one, so we're just gonna do it from this end. All right, I think we got that tight. Do the same thing over here. Looks like we got that one. Your next big bolt, which is this bad boy right here, it's going to drop from the top down through here. And we've also got washers on it, so we're going to put that on there. We're going to drop this through the hole. I'll flip this up where I can see it now. We are going to put another washer on there. Again, the lock nut. Get our wrench on there. Got that tight. All right, there we go. So now we have the frame of the assembly with the hitch receiver on there. The next step is going to be to put the motor and thrower assembly on the bottom here. So we're going to flip this over. I'm really excited about this. This is going to make quick work out of planning our food plot, I think.
Your wife is such a nice person.
She is. She's the one that encouraged me to do this. I was going to go buy a bigger hand spreader, but she's the one that talked me into doing this. So thank you, Tony.
Absolutely.
All right. So as you can see, this has a guard on it right here. And that's to keep everything from going back towards your ATV or your truck or everything. So you want to make sure that that goes towards the back. The back is going to be the side without your label and everything on it. So it should go on just like that, even though everything's upside down. For this next step, we're going to use these carriage bolts, and they have this little square thing under the head. There's a smooth head on there. Those are going to hold the motor on. According to the instructions, they're going to go in this way, just like that. I'm going to go ahead and slide all 4 of these in there. You want these where they turn and that square little piece in there drops in this square piece in here. Just like that. And then we have these little 7mm nuts and washers. We are going to get those started right here on all 4 of these. So I put some foam down here, or Tony put some foam down here. We're gonna lay this on the face, and we're gonna go ahead and open up this strap so that we have access through the lid. We are gonna set this down with the holes facing up. And that way I can open this and I have access to the inside so that I can tighten these bolts. All right, now this bracket right here that we first put together is going to line up with these holes on the back here. You can see you don't want to get your wire pinched under there, so make sure that this is underneath your wire. And we are going to line all these holes up. There is 6 holes total. 2 here, 2 here, and 2 down here. And how the directions show to do this is your bolt is going to come up from the inside. So we've got this set where we can get in here, try to find that hole. I'm going to put a washer over that. We're going to get this nut started, another lock nut, and we're just going to go ahead and do that all the way around here, and then we'll tighten them up. Again, on this lock nut, you want to make sure that this blue is always pointed out and it's not at the other end, or the lock nut won't work properly. Take my 17mm socket and put it on here. And this is going to be easiest if I do it. Put the end wrench on the inside here. All right, so what I found is that I really need a deep socket, and I don't have any out here at the property. So I'm having to go back after I've got these run down. I'm going to put the 10mm end wrench on there, and I'm going to go on the bottom here and just snug everything up. We're going to do that to every one of these.
Are you good?
Yeah, it's just a ratchet accident. Don't stick your face in front of the ratchet. Okay, so the assembly is complete. The only other thing we have to do is put this on the side-by-side and put some seed in it, and we need to figure out what the adjustment is that we need for the seed we'll be using. We're planning a spring food plot mix. So this right here just adjusts how big the opening is to how much seed you spin down here on the motor. Now, one thing on our side-by-side is that we will need another piece, and I went by Harbor Freight.
Because he had a coupon, no doubt.
I didn't have a coupon. Right?
Blasphemy.
I got a 2-inch hitch receiver extension. So this should give me about a 12-inch extension on there, no jokes. And the feeder did not come with another pin, so I picked up another pin so that this will work on the side-by-side and clear the tailgate and everything. All right, everybody, so now we're going to put our Buck Boss seed spreader onto our side-by-side with using this extension so that it gets far enough past the tailgate to clear everything. And we need to remove the hitch so that we can do that. So Cole is kind enough to pull that hitch out of the way.
And Brexton and Paige are over here watching.
We got all kinds of help today, which is fantastic. Put the pin through here. All right, now we got the wires here. There we go. And it looks like we have to connect these two pieces right here. That's going to connect the controller to the motor. Just a simple plug. Okay. And then we should have enough room to reach the battery on the side-by-side. So I'm just barely short. My positive lead will make it, but my negative is too short, and it's not gonna quite, just like an inch short from being able to get there. So, oh my. So we're gonna plug this into a battery. Now I need to go get the remote and we'll make sure it works. So I've got my handy dandy remote here. We're just going to give it a shot and see if it actually turns on the motor. And we'll know if these little things down here spin. Oh, looky there.
You can hear it.
She works.
Nice.
All right, guys, so we picked up some spring food plot from the local feed store. This is a 50-pound bag. It's gonna cover till it doesn't. So it should be good for an acre per bag, but we got 2 bags because there's no better
As
kill
you
than
said,
overkill.
it's gonna cover until it doesn't.
That's right, Sean.
Until it doesn't, no more.
Are you helping?
Birds are about to be happy on that premium life.
Trying to figure out what the feed is. I don't think I need the whole bag in there. Might have to pick this up on this. So Boss Buck actually made pretty quick work of the seed, and that was a whole lot better than out there with our little lawn fertilizer, because that stinks. And then throwing it all over the place where you get uneven mix. This does a really good job of spreading. The only issue that I have with it is how low it is to the ground. So I'll figure out a modification for that to lift it up off the ground a little bit and get a better broadcast. But if you look at the ground out here, it actually, it looks like it's about a 12-foot slot or swath, if not wider, but it actually distributes pretty evenly. So there's a lot of variation in the size of the seed there, and it did a pretty good job of broadcasting it. So I'm happy with this Tony encouraged purchase of buying this Buck Boss spreader. Made easy work out of this that would have took us a couple of hours probably with the hand spreader. So I give this one a thumbs up, well worth the money. I love the remote, the fact that I can stop it and start it from the UTV and not have to come back or do anything else. Saves on seed, so I'm not spreading seed when I don't want to be. I can control it right there in the cab of the UTV. So thumbs up, man, love it. If you like this content, please smash that like button and subscribe. And as always, go have an adventure of your own. Thanks for watching. We have seeds, 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 seeds all the way out to here. This seems to be about where it's throwing, so that's 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's throwing 27 feet in that direction, which means it's covering way better than I thought it was. So super double happy. Extra with chocolate syrup on top.
Hot fudge, caramel.
Caramel, I'm a caramel guy. I'm a vanilla ice cream caramel guy. I'm pretty boring.
So Cole got the field mowed, and we are just taking the disc back over the dirt after we've thrown the seed to just kind of turn everything over. So this is the last little section. Everything's been turned over. So hopefully we get a little bit of rain, which is in the forecast, and the seed takes off and goes. Well, here is a shot of 1 week after planting. Looks pretty awesome.